Hey guys, how you doing? So today I'm going to talk about Qualcomm. And Qualcomm is a company that, to me, it's interesting. I'm not totally sold on either way for this company. So they pay a nice dividend, 4% yield, which is interesting. I always like dividend paying stocks. I mean, who doesn't? Their beta's at 1.43. Nothing wrong with that. That's low. PE ratio 15.07. This is another one of those stocks like Apple that I recently talked about that I think is incredibly undervalued. Uh, PE ratio, just to recap for anyone that doesn't know, is what amount that an investor is willing to pay per dollar earnings per share of the company. And the PE is low, like I was saying. Their PEG is good. I always like to see a PEG ratio that's under 1 because to me that's an undervalued stock. Like guys, this ratio to me is incredibly important. You're gonna want to look up the PEG ratio and the PE ratio, as well as the quick ratio, the current ratio. I like to know their market cap, as well as their beta and what yield they pay on their dividends. I like dividend paying stocks. However, I'm not opposed to a stock that doesn't pay a dividend. And in the case of Qualcomm, they pay a dividend. It's a healthy dividend. And their insider ownership is really low. And for me, this is important. I like companies that don't have 30, 50% insider ownership just because I feel like the lower the insider ownership, the more the person believes in themselves that started the company. As well, Qualcomm has a large market cap. I mean, they're sitting at almost 73 billion. Full-time employees 33,000. This is a company that's interesting. I think they're good. Uh, I personally on QCOM, I'm looking for an entry at about $35 to $38. I'm looking for the bottom. If I don't hit it, then I'm not gonna I'm not gonna throw my money. You know what I mean? This thing's gonna be sitting, and I'm not gonna do anything with it until it hits my potential entry. And I'm not like this isn't again. This is a disclaimer that this is not investment advice. I'm only telling you what I think about the company, and I assume no liability. And I'm going to say this in all my videos, just so we're clear. Uh, there's a few companies that I really follow, and QCOM is one of them. And right now, I would actually consider selling calls just because they're probably cheaper than buying puts at this point. However, either one, you'll be okay until whenever the expiry date is on those options. However, this is an interesting company. Again, it's traded on the Nasdaq, like Apple is. If you guys want me to talk anything about on the OTC, I'm willing to do that. I follow a few on those. I just want to know what you think or what you want me to talk about. I want to give you guys stuff that you want to hear. So uh, again, again, Qualcomm is. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm bullish, bullish, bullish like I am with Apple. This is something that I'm definitely not opposed to. At this point, I would actually at the market price of 48.54, I would consider buying puts or selling calls, whatever you want to do. I would get into the option game and just hold this thing out to expiry. I mean, if you want to exercise your options before, go for it if you're making a bit of a profit. But this is something that I would just hold. Just don't even worry about this. Qualcomm's going to go down for a little while, and then after that, it's going to jump back up. So if you want to get into this thing on a long position, I would look at about $35. If you think it's going to go higher, or if it's uh, in my opinion, I really doubt this thing is going to reverse uh, before 45. Like right now is definitely not a good buy, even though it's been going down a while. We'll see how it goes though, guys. I mean, this video has been made on November 28th, and we'll just see my prediction and we'll just let it ride. But as of now, I'm going to be bearish on QCOM, and I think it's going to go up at around 30 to $35 a share. That's when I'm going to start looking to enter this thing. However, again, just going to clarify, this is not investment advice. This is only my opinion on the company Qualcomm, and I assume no liability. You guys have a good day.